This is such a great song, and it is like the perfect song for the vibe, and yeah, the vibe that we're creating in alchemizing your birth story. Ah, ah. Play out slowly in the background. Welcome to Alchemizing Your Birth Story. I'm so happy to be in this space with you. My co-host Aiden is going to be moving for that as well. Finding the story, that medicine, that teacher, that elixir of wisdom. Yes, drink in the wisdom that flows through you and your birth story. All right, let's drop into the space. And when I say drop into the space, I mean bring your full presence, your full energy, your full consciousness into this space right here, into this sacred space. When I say drop in, I'm asking you to call back all parts of yourself into this time right now, in this present moment. To call all parts of you back here. All parts of you are welcome into this space. You will absolutely hear my kids screaming in the background and fighting and whatever chaos they are creating in the playroom. All is well. So please take a moment whenever you feel called to just to start, giving your little body, a little shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Get the energy moving in your body. Get any jitters out of your body, any sillies, shake them out. I'll have your eyes closed, and I want you to take in a refreshing breath in through your nose. And exhale with a soft jaw, audible sigh. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out an audible. Sigh. Breathe in through your nose with relaxed open mouth. Keep this breathing pattern in through your nose and out through your mouth. Do it at the pace that feels good to you. I'm going to drop us into this space with some prayer. Thank you, Divine Father. Thank you, Divine Mother, for holding this space. We ask you, hold us, Divine Mother, while we're in this space. Holding us and loving us as we alchemize and release what we are carrying in our body. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I call on our highest self to guide us as we do these practices. I ask our spiritual team, our angels, our guides, our whole and heal ancestors, the energetics of our lineage. I call that all into the space to join us as we heal parts of ourselves and we heal our stories and we heal our trauma and we heal generational patterns. We heal limiting beliefs. I call on all the elements to guide us in the highest alchemy, the element of fire, the element of water, earth, and air. Thank you all for, being in this space and having the courage to go back into the trauma and feel it and release it and find healing within that. Thank you for your courage and your heart. Thank you so, so, so much. I ask that as we are moving through the practice of alchemizing our birth story and finding the wisdom within the birth story, I ask that any energetic cords, any contracts that is held in the Akashic records to be released at this time, for us to release the trauma, to break patterns, to break cycles, to break limitations that our mind has placed on us. I cleanse, clear, and release any codes that are within our DNA. Ask they be released. And as we heal our birth trauma and heal the parts of ourselves that we have left within the trauma and bring them back with love and compassion and acceptance. I ask that as we do this, we liberate our lineage, our mothers, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers. I ask that we liberate them through our liberation. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Whenever you feel ready, you are welcome to open up your eyes, come into the space. Welcome to Alchemize Your Birth Story, ladies. Welcome. I want you to put in the chat what birth, if you have multiple children, what birth you are looking to focus on when it comes to alchemy. And one thing you desire out of this entire masterclass. What is that one thing that you desire? Ow, you bit me. What is that one thing that you desire? For myself, I'm going to be working with my first birth. As I was creating this class and planting the seeds and brainstorming, I could feel this lingering sadness behind my first birth. I could feel this lingering sadness and shame and grief for my first birth that I forgot that was there. I forgot about it. Yes, my boys are very loud. Okay. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So with every class that I do, I always, always, always pull cards for them. Here. I had to pause the recording because I had to put this young man to sleep. Okay, so I was saying that anytime I start to plan any classes, I always pull some cards from my Divine Feminine Oracle deck. I always love like the energy and the essence of like the Divine Feminine and these beautiful archetypes to support the container I'm creating, to support myself. And yeah, I I pulled these cards and they so apply to the class and what we're creating in here. So I pulled out 4 cards. I'm going to read just a little bit about them. And then what I really want you to do is get out your journal and a pen and make sure you actually have some water too, because we're going to do some stuff with water. Make sure you, get your journal, get your pen, get some water. I'm just going to I'll hold on for a few minutes just so you can do that. And I have some reflection questions for yourself to do after the class. Okay, so the first card I pulled was Our Lady of Guadalupe. How beautiful she is. Wow. So her affirmation that comes with the card says, I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times, which I had a nice little giggle when I pulled her card, because when we do any type of like trauma healing, trauma releasing, tapping into like our shadow, the uncomfortable places, it can feel really scary. It can feel super scary and super uncomfortable. And when I pulled her card, it just really like reassured that we're always safe and we're always divinely protected. Always. Even when we are so uncomfortable in our trauma and letting the trauma heal from our body and releasing thoughts and patterns and cycles, that we're always safe and divinely protected. And I am held in love at all times, which I thought was really beautiful, especially when we are, taking ourselves to places that feel very sad or full of anger or full of fear. Knowing that we are always held in love kind of like cocoons us after we have gone through the process of releasing something. Yeah. And I wanted to read a little bit of what she has written here, and it says, "The energy of a mother's love can travel to meet you anywhere, whether within the world or within your own heart. The message is that she is here. You are mothered." Hmm. How does that feel? How does that feel knowing that even in the darkest places of your birth story, love can be there too? Love can hold you there too, meet you literally anywhere, a mother's love. Hmm. We will be met with more love than we could ever imagine. And love is always the greatest and most powerful energy of protection. So I want you to get your journal out and I want you to reflect on this question actually right now. Here's the question: do I experience the love of a divine mother within me? I want you to reflect on that question. Do you feel the love of a divine mother, of the divine mother within you? Hmm. A nice song to listen to. The song as you reflect on, do I experience the love of a divine mother within me? Oops. Okay, so the next card I pulled, which is perfect because this song is called Devi Prayer, and it's Sarada Devi, the Divine Mother, which this song is about the Divine Mother. Mm. She says her affirmation here is unconditional love exists within me. The presence of love is the absence of judgment. So her card, it says when your soul selects her card. So it says she loved all of her disciples unconditionally and equally. In her teachings, she emphasized that there is no such thing as a stranger. She encouraged her devotees to understand that everyone we meet is actually a part of us and is connected to us. And that if we want to experience true peace, we need to own the fault and judgment that we project onto others. We need to see our own faults and forgive them with love. She whispers gently to us, "No one is a stranger, my child. This whole world is your own." So if something keeps showing up in the people we meet and in relationships we're cultivating, she asks us to meet them from within, meaning the aspect of this other person that might be causing pain or frustration or just plain aversion. These same aspects exist within us. Unless we are willing to really meet with these aspects within us, The universe will keep presenting to them in our relationships. And it's not to piss us off, it's to free us. It's out of deep love. It's out of a deep love for us to fully heal. The goal here is for us to love ourselves fiercely from within, without judgment or shame for where we are in the moment. The goal is to let us mother ourselves with unconditional love. That's the only love that will quiet those harsh, critical voices within us. So we can stop wasting our time mired in judgment of others or ourselves and get on with being the perfect, imperfect light we are. This card was such a fitting card to pull for this class. Even within the trauma of our birth story, in the darkest moments of our birth story, there's wisdom in there, and that wisdom is infused with love, and it's wisdom that liberates us. Because when we are able to actually go within the uncomfortable emotions of fear and rage and grief and shame and heartbreak, when we're able to actually go into those emotions and find the lesson within them. What is this showing me? What is this teaching me? How is this for my highest growth? How can I bring these experiences into my mothering my children, mothering myself? And that is the key to all of this. It is the key to liberate us from the trauma that is held in our birth story is unconditional love. Unconditional love. I want you to grab your journal again. I'm going to put all these questions in a PDF for everybody to reflect on and meditate with and sit with. So grab your journal, and I want you to reflect on, what am I currently judging or criticizing about myself? What am I currently judging or criticizing about myself? Writing. I want to jump to our next card, which is Kuan Yin, the goddess of compassion, which is also very, very, very fitting. See what I mean? All these cards I've pulled are very fitting to the energetics of alchemizing your birth story and healing and releasing trauma from our birth. She says, I recognize the suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. So when your soul selects her card, Kanyan is about the deep medicine that comes simply from being willing to bear witness to someone else's pain, to really listen when we have to move from the ego to the soul so that the story we are listening to doesn't become about us or trigger us. This also applies to the moments when we are listening to the story we tell ourselves about who we are. We are often far harsher and less forgiving to ourselves than we could ever be to someone else. Curiosity allows us to detach from the needing to take care the suffering of someone we love personally. Curiosity is a door that leads to compassion. It frees us from feeling as though we have to react to what we hear or defend or explain our part in the suffering. We can just perceive the pain that we are in, or we can finally hear our own cries of despair and not seek to judge or justify them. We can just be present to what needs to be heard. Kuan is the powerful energy of giving witness to our own or to someone else's suffering. Often, just the calm, abiding presence of compassion is all that is needed to transform that suffering into clear light. So, last two questions I'm going to just send them in the PDF for you to do as like some poem play. So the question is, what pain or suffering can I listen to right now with curiosity? And the final card is Shekinah, the presence of the divine feminine. She says, at the center of everything there is light, and I am that light. Beautiful. Shekinah is the light that inhabits your body, your cells, and is in the cells of all the people and objects you see around you. She's also about pure experience. She is the message, the truth that there is a light at the center of everything that happens to us, both good and bad. And she reminds us that we're not just this body or this pain that we might be going through or this confusing moment in our brief life. We are light. We are molecules of heaven in human form. And right now, we can just know this. We can experience that light we are, and that can be enough. Our meditation is enter the heart and repeat this mantra, I am light, and see what images or words arise. So those are the beautiful cards that I pulled for this class, for this container that we're in. Okay. Let's get into the practice. The beautiful practice that I am going to be doing alongside with you. And yeah. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Alchemize Your Birth Story practice. We're going to get started by first taking a sip of water. Yes, I am using a Mario cup. I have 2 boys, 3. Okay. I want you to start by breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Remember to listen to yourself first, your body first, your energy first, and me second. Continue breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Before you close your eyes down, I want you just to take a look around the room, what's above you, in front of you, to your right, to your left, behind you, beneath you. Get comfortable with the room that you're in. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And when you're ready, you're welcome to close down your eyes. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'm going to explain to you exactly how this practice is going to go. First off, we are going to begin with just getting into our bodies with our breath, and then with some music, just moving our body a little bit, getting comfortable with our body. And then we're going to move through different emotions: fear, anger, then grief. And as you move with these emotions, I'm going to play some music that will support the emotion that's coming up. And I want you to move your body in a way that feels obviously good to you and good for you, but move your body in a way that that emotion makes you feel. And once we move through each emotion, we are going to drop into a guided meditation, shamanic journeying into our body. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You are welcome to keep your eyes closed throughout this entire practice. I find that with our eyes closed, we can go within ourselves better. We're not distracted by things that are in our room. I'm going to share my audio with you. Okay, keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, so I am going to share this audio, and let's see. Here we go. So if you're not standing up, start standing up. I want you to start to slowly move your hips from side to side. Start moving your hips from side to side. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth this entire practice. And as you get to specific emotions, if there's words that you want to say, things that you need to say, express them. Start to bounce around a little bit as you're swaying from side to side. Nose and out through your mouth. You start to add a little bit of circles with your hips. You can do small circles or big circles. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to roll your shoulders up and back. Breathing, you can start to dance a little bit, wave from side to side, continue doing circles of your hips. You're really starting to stir up the emotions within our womb in the birth story. breathing, keep moving. Really get comfortable in your body. More comfortable that you can feel, the more you are able to tap into. And if you feel uncomfortable too, that is completely okay. Moving. And add some arm movement in there, some neck, shoulders. Really comfortable within your body. Start to kick your legs a little bit, bend your legs a little bit. Moving, keep everything that you're doing along with your breathing. Okay.
Summer's here.
All right, so now what I want you to do is keep moving, keep bouncing, keep the movement that you're doing. We are going to start with tapping into our birth story. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, I want you to call in your birth story, your birth trauma. I want you to call it into your mind's eye. Have it awaken a little bit in your mind's eye. And I want you to remember the fear that you felt as we move through this next song. I want you to remember the fear that you felt. And I want you to move in a way that feels like you're afraid. I want you to move with that fear, however your body feels like moving. Continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And how fear makes you feel. I think of fear, I feel contraction, rigidity, those in mind. What were you afraid of in your birth? You remember a memory within your birth story that made you feel afraid. Was it a thought that was in your mind that you were afraid of? Something the doctor or nurse said, your partner said, maybe something that you saw or felt. Bring it to your mind's eye if you need to say something. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. To verbalize anything that's coming up for you. I'm afraid of my baby dying. This could have been a thought while you're in the labor room. Verbalize that. Breathing in through your nose and up through your mouth. What were you most afraid of? when you were birthing your baby? What made you so afraid? What closed you off? Let it move through you. You can also invite some in Qigong, they're called kidney punches, and kidneys are where fear lives as well. I can show you in the camera if you want to open your eyes a little bit. Using like kidney punches, that really stirs up fear as well too. It's really allowing that fear to move through you. Where do you feel it? If you feel fear in your womb, if you feel fear in your heart, in your throat, I want you to bring your breath there. Imagine you blowing your breath on your exhale out through that chest. If you feel like your throat is closed, if you're feeling like your throat is closed, breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth, and imagine that air coming out through your throat. Feeling the fear within your heart, breathe in and exhale through your heart. Sometimes there are words, emotions, thoughts that are there that want to be released. Move that energy through. Our breath and our voice is a powerful tool to move energy, stagnant energy. Moving that energy, keep moving that fear. Fear move through you as fear makes you move, babe. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Whatever you need to say, just say it. What are you afraid of? What are you so afraid of? Fear come up. Fear come and move through you. Fear come through. Let the last bit of remaining fear move through. Maybe do one more little shimmy shake to let the fear finally come out. Say what you need to say. And as we release this last little bit of fear in this moment, in this time, I want you to allow whatever remaining fear drip down your body and into your legs, down to your feet. And imagine this fear dripping down into the earth. This last remaining fear that wants to come up for you in this moment, allow it to drip down into the earth, to be released into the earth. When you're ready and not a moment too soon, we're going to shift into rage and anger. And I want you to really tap into this anger and rage of what you felt when you were in the birth space. I want you to remember any part of your story that made you feel angry, anything that pissed you off. I want you to call it into your mind's eye, and I want you to allow it to be moved through you right now. If you need to get a pillow to scream in, you need to stomp, you need to throw yourself on the floor and roll around like a little child throwing a tantrum, do it. However you feel like you need to release this rage, do it. This is your space, this is your time for releasing, for healing, for alchemy. It's now. How does anger, how does rage make you feel? Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Rage by stomping, by punching the air, by screaming, yelling, jumping, punching a pillow. You're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. The things that you wish you could have said in that time. Something that you wish you could have said to your doctor, to the nurse, to the hospital system, to the government, to anybody. What do you want to say? You want to swear, you want to curse, you want to freak the fuck out? Do it. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Where is this rage living in your body? Imagine every movement that you do, you are releasing that rage from that space. You're releasing the rage from your birth story, from your trauma. Let that rage move through you. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Let it move. Let it come up to the surface. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Letting that rage come up. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, as I shift to this next song, I want you to give it your all. I want you to just go all into the rage. Do not hold it back. This is the time to let it move through. Move it through. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Through your nose and out through your mouth. Let the rage come to the surface. If you need to scream, if you need to yell into the pillow, this is the time to do it. Imagine all the times you wish you could have yelled in this birth space. Imagine all the times that you could have yelled in this birth space. Yell now. Do it now. This is the time to do it. to stick with your breathing. Let it come out, let it come out, let it come out. Don't hold back. Yell for the time you couldn't yell. Yell for your baby, yell for yourself, yell for what you wanted. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to get on your hands and your knees, and I want you to pound the floor with your fist. I want you to bang the floor with your fist and yell. Yell what you wanted to yell when you couldn't yell. I want you to be as feral and as savage as you possibly can in this moment with your rage. Your rage is sacred. Let yourself feel it. Let this rage shatter the trauma. The rage move through you, babe. Now, I want you to allow any remaining rage that you have. I want you to allow it to drip down through your legs. I want you to scan your body and see if there's any remaining rage left. Any rage remaining left within your body. Allow it to drip down your feet and into the earth. Release whatever rage that you have left for this moment and this time. Allow it to drip down into the earth. We're going to shift into grief. We're going to shift to grief now. And I want you to not hold back for this. And if you are not on your knees, kneeling, I want you to slowly make your way down to your knees. Find that we're in this space of surrender. We're able to tap into the grief of our birth story, parts that we are heartbroken for.
We hold the answers to the mysteries of life.
Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Welcome the grief to your body. Welcome the sadness, the sorrow. Be open to whatever wants to come through as you are calling in your mind's eye parts you are grieving about in your birth story and in your trauma. Are you grieving for what your baby went through? Are you grieving for yourself, for what you went through? Are you grieving for a different way, for a different experience? Allow yourself to feel this grief and this sorrow. And if you need to weep, if you need to cry, if you need to let tears flow through, welcome them. All parts of you, all parts of your grief, all parts of your broken heart is welcome here, right now. Allow yourself to go into the grief. Allow yourself to really, really feel the sadness that you're holding within your body. It is welcome here. It is safe here. You are safe here.
Can we stay open to this journey as it winds through the forest?
Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. You need to place your hands on your heart or on your womb. It is welcome.
Everything is on time.
I'm going to shift the song for you. This is one of the most beautiful songs to really hold that grief and allow it to come through. Continue whatever needs to come up, come up.
You call me out upon the waters, the great unknown.
Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth.
And there I find you in the mystery, in oceans deep.
Allow yourself to feel it all.
My faith will stand, and I will call upon your name, and keep my eyes above the waves.
Allow yourself to go into the sadness.
Rest in your embrace, for I am yours. You are mine.
As you hold your heart or your womb, I want you to let this song really of you. Remember that you have you. You are holding you.
Your grace abounds in deepest waters. Your sovereign hand
want you to allow the remaining the remaining grief move through.
So I will call upon your name.
I want you to allow the remaining grief to drip down into the earth. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep breathing. Keep allowing whatever remaining emotions that you're holding that are ready to be released. I want you to let them drip down into the earth. And when you're ready and not a moment too soon, I want you to either sit in a chair or lay down. I want you to have your eyes closed. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to have one hand on your heart and one hand on your womb. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Keep this remaining breath cycle throughout this journey. I want you to call up an image in your mind's eye. I want you to imagine you are getting up from the floor that you are laying on or the chair you are sitting on. I want you to imagine yourself getting up and I want you to head to whatever the closest door is to you. And in your mind's eye, I want you to open that door. Imagine yourself turning the handle, the doorknob, and opening the door. Imagine what this handle feels like, what the door sounds like as you open it. And I want you to walk through that door. And as you walk through that door, you see a forest. Walk through that door now. And you enter this beautiful, luscious forest. You see all kinds of trees. Before you start walking, I want you to really get a good look at this forest. I want you to look at the trees. I want you to look at the tree trunks, the bushes, flowers. What do you see around you as you stand in this spot looking at this forest? Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now, as you really get clear on what this forest looks like, I want you to start to walk. I want you to look down at your feet, see what you're wearing on your feet, what the ground looks like. Is it moss? Is it gravel? Is it grass? Is it wood chips? Is it dirt? Is it dirt dry? Is it moist? Are there roots coming up? I want you to start walking through this forest. And you see the most perfect path for you to walk forward and towards. Continue breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue walking. Do you notice yourself taking big steps, small steps? And as you continue to walk, you see this beautiful opening within this forest that you're in. And you get to this clearing of the forest. And when you look straight ahead, you see this big oak tree. With a handle. And you go and reach for this handle and you open this tree door. And when you step through this door, you will be stepping into a specific part of your birth story that you need to see. And as you walk through this door, you see yourself when you are giving birth, for the time that you experienced the birth trauma, you see yourself there. And you walk up to yourself. And as you walk up to yourself in this birth space, I want you to grab your hand and I want you to look into your eyes. I want you to tell yourself, I love you. I forgive you. I'm here with you. I will always be here with you. Imagine yourself speaking to yourself and whatever other words, whatever other things that you want to say to yourself as you are in this birth space. I want you to say it now. I want you to tell yourself whatever you wish you could have heard, whatever you need to hear. Tell yourself it. And when you're finished, I want you to grab your face, place both hands on your cheeks, forehead to forehead, heart to heart. Give yourself love. Give yourself compassion. Can you offer forgiveness for this space, for this experience? And if you're not ready for forgiveness, if you can't feel the love for yourself in the birth space just yet, and this birth trauma that you moved through and experienced, and that's okay. That is okay. And as you say goodbye to yourself in this birth space, I want you to turn around and walk through the door that you entered in. And as you walk through this door that you entered in, you are back into the forest. And you see on the ground a little box, a little treasure chest. I want you to open the treasure chest and know that whatever is inside of this treasure chest is something that you will need or use to find the wisdom within your birth story. Maybe it's an item, maybe it's some words, maybe it's a feeling. You put your two hands on the treasure chest lid and you open it up. I want you to explore what you found within this treasure chest that is a part of the wisdom that's held in your birth story. You're breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to place whatever you found within your treasure chest. I want you to place it in your pocket. It wants to come back with you. Thank the treasure chest. Thank the item that you found, the words that you found, whatever it was that you found within that treasure chest. Thank it with the most gratitude and love and compassion. Feel your heart swelling up with love for the gratitude that you have for this item. Then I want you to head back through that little forest trail that you found that brought you to where you were. Take notice of the trees, the bushes, the sky, the ground that you're walking on. And you meet the door that you walked through to enter this forest. You open this door and you see yourself laying there. You walk back and you lay down with yourself. Give gratitude to this journey, the space, the wisdom that came through. And know that you are able to come back here anytime you desire. You're welcome to come back into this forest to experience this journey again. Every time that you come back, you know that there is more wisdom waiting for you. There is more healing waiting for you. Now, as you're fully situated back in your body, I want you to start to bring the awareness back into your body. I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, wiggle your toes. 3, 4, wiggle your feet. 5, 6, wiggle your fingers. 7, 8, wiggle your hands and your arms. 9, 10, you're back fully into your body. You can start to slowly open your eyes. You're welcome to lay here for as long as you want. And when you're ready, and not a moment too soon, I want you to grab your journal and write about your experience. The fear that came up, the rage that came up, the grief that came up, and your guided meditation, shamanic journeying, whatever you experienced there, I want you to write about it. You can come back to this Alchemize your birth story practice anytime that you desire. Every time that you show up into this space and show up for your healing and show up for yourself and show up for the wisdom that wants to come through your birth story, you peel back layers and layers and layers of yourself. You peel back layers of things that need to be released and felt and moved through. And at the very essence of it all, you'll be standing in truth. You'll see the truth, you will feel the truth, and you will experience the wisdom that is held within your birth story. And it's okay if you had a hard time with this. It's okay if you couldn't find forgiveness, love, or compassion for the birth story. It's okay if there was nothing in the treasure chest. Everything is exactly the way it was meant to be for this journey. Whatever you received was exactly what you needed to receive. Whatever you felt was exactly what you needed to feel. All is perfect, and all is within divine timing. And before I close off this recording, I want to leave you with one of my most favorite mantras. It goes like this. Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo, which means the divine within me bows to the divine within you, the guru within you, the divine itself, God itself. I bow and I honor to that, to you. Thank you so much for your courage of being here. Okay, so after you come back, I want you to get up and journal about your experience. I'll give you a few minutes to journal what came up for you in the meditation. Found some beautiful music to listen to. Go ahead and start journaling. And when you're done, at the end of the song, I want you to grab some water. Okay, I want you to finish up what you're writing and grab your water. I would like to recode my cells and my DNA. Yes, baby. Okay, just give me a moment. Can you get your brother water, baby? I love to recode my cells and my tissues and my organs with fresh energy and a fresh vibration and frequency. And I speak these words and what I want to replace after I release, I want to replace with something that is healing and nourishing. So I speak words into my water. I speak prayers into my water. So I'm going to, yeah, baby. I'm gonna lead us with a couple of affirmations, and then I want you to speak your own love and wisdom and compassion, whatever you feel called to speak into your water, okay? Okay. Okay. So hold your water underneath your mouth. I don't know how to drink. I am safe. Oh, sorry, I should tell you, repeat, you can repeat after me, or you can just receive what I'm saying. Dude, you okay? Did you forget how to drink water, pal? So repeat after me. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. Unconditional love exists within me. That angels. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You're welcome to speak whatever words of love, of healing into your water now. And when you're ready, I want you to sip that water. And as you drink, and as you drink in that water, I want you to imagine that water penetrating all of your cells and your tissues and your organs. And I want you to feel your body receiving the water and receiving the codes that you just prayed into the water with. Okay? You can feel the water going down your throat, through your shoulders, down your back, your hands, your fingers. The water trickle down the back, down the front of you, over your belly and your belly button, your lower back, your sides. And let the water trickle all the way down to the bottoms of your feet. You take a few more sips. All right. That is it for our class. That is it for our class. I would love for you to just close your eyes. I'm going to close this space with some prayer. Okay, baby. No more after that, please. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale with an open mouth. Inhale through your nose. And exhale with a wide open mouth. Thank you, Divine Mother. Thank you, Divine Father. Thank you, Highest Self. Thank you, angels and guides, the elements, our whole and healing ancestors. Thank you for being in this space with us. Thank you, Earth, for holding us. I release any energetic ties that we are holding on to in this space. I release anything that does not belong to us, and we take back our own energy. I release anything that is no longer serving us and in this space and throughout our days. I release anything into the earth. As the earth recycles that energy and restores it and renews it and brings us fresh, clean energy through our feet. Thank you, ladies. Yes, sir. Thank you. Apple, and you're eating an apple. Thank you, ladies, for being here in this space with me. Thank you for receiving the practices. And yeah, you'll receive an email with the playlist. You'll receive an email also with all of the soul voice meditation questions that you can reflect on. And thank you so much. Bye. I'm teaching my class, baby.